Hello everyone and welcome to Technical Communication course. Today with lecture number 26 we are going to start with vowel sounds. Students, if you remember in the last class or last video, I have talked about speech mechanism, how all the organs of speech are involved in making sounds and words that we hear every now and then. So let us now understand how we all know that our that English language is divided into the 26 letters are divided into 21 consonants and 5 vowels. So in this particular video, we'll be talking about those 5 sounds which are going to produce 20 sounds. So let's get started. First of all, in this video, I'll be telling you about phonetics, what phonetics is, what is phonetic transcription, what standards do we understand in learning phonetics. Then specifically, I'll be talking about vowel sounds. And in the next video, we'll be discussing consonant sounds. First of all, phonetics is nothing but it is the most important way how you study and how you make sounds. So phonetic is defined as a study of speech sounds. This belongs to the branch of linguistics. Since speech is the most important medium by which human can communicate with each other, right? Not even with each other, not even with fellow humans, but also with animals and other species. It is the study of how the sounds of a speech are produced and how they are used while speaking. Since it is a branch of linguistics, we get into the mechanism of understanding how our organs are involved and then we make sounds, how these sounds are produced, what are their correct pronunciation, what are certain symbols that are attached with each sound so that we can better understand how these sounds are made, because this is a very common problem of pronunciation amongst us, amongst Indians. So by knowing the symbol, by knowing the correct pronunciation of a word, of a letter, of an of a single phoneme, we'll be studying phoneme, so we'll be able to produce correct sound of this particular letter. It is derived from Greek word phone, meaning sound, voice. By phone, let us see what is phoneme. A phoneme is a sound segment of words or syllables. It is the smallest sound unit in a language that is capable of conveying a distinct meaning. When we hear a word is made up of different letters. Each letter has a sound. So that particular small sound, when joined together, makes a word and a sentence. Right? So that smallest unit of sound is known as phoneme. Like h, b, h, e, etc. There are various sounds, as I have already discussed, that we have 44 sounds in English language. Syllable is the next higher unit than the phoneme. Like man. Here, when we talk about the vowel, we'll be studying syllable in detail later. So there we'll be discussing about how we distinguish syllables and how many syllables a word has, right? Like man has only one syllable. Mm, ah, mm. So this is the sound of man. Now what is allophone? An allophone is the variant of a phoneme. For example, in the word pin and spin, the phoneme P or P has two different sounds. Which are they? P and P. Pin, P, pin, P, spin, P, spin. Right? So, P and P. right? So this is the variation of a phoneme. Again, this is the smallest unit, but the smallest units also have some variants in certain sounds, in certain letters. So this is about the variation. Now, International Phonetic Alphabet System. What is this? IPA. The International Phonetic Alphabet is a system of phonetic notation devised by linguists to accurately and uniquely represent each of the wide variety of speech sounds used in spoken European language. Now, English language is not only pronounced or spoken in India, US, UK, and the other countries, but it is worldwide. This is a worldwide language, an international language, which is used everywhere. So, how do we judge that the same sound is produced? The way the letter is produced with the same sound. Now, this is one of the system, International Phonetic Alphabet, which has prescribed certain symbols, which have designated certain sounds, and internationally everyone has to follow. So these sounds have symbols attached to them. And वो symbol के sounds होते हैं. So that sounds are common. That is internationally, globally common, universal for everyone. Study of speech sound of a language is called phonetics. And phonetic transcription means transcribing or turning sound into written form. Sound into written form as in we have symbols for each sound. Like G. G has two sounds, G and J. G as in girl, J as in gents. So G has a different symbol and J sound has a different symbol. So with each symbol, you have a different sound. So that is why these symbols have been given by International Phonetic Alphabet so as to distinguish each sound. Now, I will just tell you about the way it is classified. The alphabets are being classified. The letters or alphabets in English are 26 in number. And these 26 letters A to Z are produced in 44 ways. These have 44 sounds. As in 26 is divided in 5 vowels and 21 consonants. These 5 vowels have 20 sounds. A, I, E, O, U has 20 sounds. These can be produced, these 5 letters can be produced in 20 ways. Whereas these 21 letters can be produced in 24 ways. Right? So now about vowels. So first of all, we'll be talking in this video about vowels. We'll not be discussing today consonants. We'll be discussing consonants in the next video and vowels in this particular video, wherein if I talk about vowels, each language has 5 vowels. Sorry, English language has 5 vowels which can be pronounced differently. Vowels is further classified into 2 parts. Those are monophthongs, which are also called pure vowels, and diphthongs. Now, monophthongs, it is attached with the word mono. Mono means single. That means sound produced by a single vowel is monophthong. And diphthong, di, this means two. It is a single sound produced when 2 vowels are placed together. When 2 vowels are placed together, there comes a single sound, as in air. A, I. 2 vowels, but single sound. Air, air, right? So we are going to discuss this, which will be clear after we do this. Now, this is the phonetic chart where we are discussing about the vowels and consonants. Now, this part, this yellow part will not be discussing today. I'll be covering this in next video. We'll only concentrate on the upper part, the gray part, which is about vowels. As I told you, vowels are divided into monophthongs and diphthongs. So, out of those 20 sounds, monophthong sounds is 12 in number and diphthongs are 8. 12 plus 8 together makes 20 sounds. So let us do it one by one. First, I'll once tell you through this chart. This is these are the symbols. These are the symbols for each sound. They are 44 in number. Total are 44. Now this one. This is sound E, the long E, as in sheep. This is I, as in ship. This is U, as in good. Look. This is oo, shoot. Right? This is E, as in bed. This is a. This is also called Schwa sound and it is used extensively in our English language. This is a very small sound. A, teacher. When you have a r sound at the end. So that sound is bird, where R is pronounced silent, but there is a little touch of that. O as in door. O as in door. A as in cat. As in up. As in far. O as in on. Now, diphthongs. E, a, oo, oi, ow, e, I, ow. So this will be discussed one by one and that then you will understand it better. Most vowel sounds are modified by the shape of the lips. Now, you have to notice three things. Number one, your positioning of tongue, how your tongue is placed. I discussed about the tongue when we were discussing about speech mechanism. Tongue, we have tip, blade, front, central and back part of the tongue. So what is the position of our tongue while pronouncing these vowels? How our lips are? Are they rounded or are they spread? E or they neutral? How they are, right? Sounds are made by vibrating the vocal cords. Since it's voiced, so sounds are, you feel a vibration here in the vocal cords. So let's get started one by one. Pure vowels or monophthongs come in pairs consisting of long and short sounds. E as in T. The lips are spread. E. The lips are spread and the sound is long, right? And your tongue. Tongue is in the front. The front goes up towards the hard palate. E. This is a small E. This is a short one where the lips are slightly spread. E. E. It is spread and here it is lightly spread in E. The tongue tip is raised slightly at the front towards the alveolar, the part just behind your upper teeth. In the longer sound, the tongue is raised higher. Now, I told you this is the most common sound in English. This is called the schwa sound. Here, the sound is where your mouth is neutral. The sound is made by relaxing the mouth and keeping your lips in a neutral position and making a short sound. It is found in words like paper, over, about, and common in weak verbs in spoken English. This is a sound which is used most commonly in English and has a very, very short sound. Now this is also famous with the name Schwa sound. Here the lip is central, in central position. Central part is moving. Now the sound er. This sound in the long is in the long form of the schwa sound. It is found in words like 13, bird. The mouth is relaxed and the lips are neutral. Again, the tongue is neutral. Tongue is central part is moving here. So this brings us with the sound. This sound is a very short sound again. Up, cut, butter, sun, a sound. It is here, the tongue position is in the central. This is the long sound, a, car, fast, dark. The center of the tongue is raised towards the soft palate and the lips are neutral in both the sounds. Ooh, this is a long ooh, right? The long sound whose word you, to, blue. This is a short sound. Ooh, good, cook, wood, wool. This is a short sound. The lips are rounded. Ooh, ooh. And the center and back of the tongue is raised towards the soft palate. So here the back of the tongue is involved. For the longer sound, the tongue is raised higher and the lips are rounded. Now, this is O and O sound, made with rounded lips and tongue slightly raised at the back. Now, these are also back sounds. The long sounds are door, for, more. And the short O sound is hot, clock, what, not. Now this is a sound. Two of the vowels do not have long sounds. And this sound is made with the mouth spread wide open. It is found in cat, man. Notice my mouth. Man, apple. Here the mouth is wide open. Ran. When I said E, my mouth is not open. Right? When I say again my mouth is not open. But when I am saying a, cat, man, apple, how the tongue is changing, how tongue is changing its position, how the mouth is opening. So this is how our mouth is involved in different sounds. A, a, again the mouth is open. The sound of a is found in wet, left, tell, red. Like the sound for A, it is short sound that has no long version. The vowel sounds we have just reviewed make up the rest of the diphthongs. So, diphthongs are the dual vowel sounds that are connected together. Till now we have done monophthongs. Let's move on to diphthongs now. Diphthongs are a combination of two vowel sounds. English has 8 diphthongs. Diphthong is a vowel sound in which the tongue changes its position to produce the sound of two vowels. Because one vowel has one position and there the tongue, lip and everything, every position will be different. Whereas when you will glide towards the other one, the other vowel sound, definitely the position is going to change of your tongue, of your lips, right? So let's do it one by one. The first sound is I. Here the is longer and E is short, as in time, fly, tie. And this is its phonetic transcription. Time. When you say time, t, the sound t, I and m is coming. So that's why time. This will be its phonetic transcription. We move on to the next one, whereas the sound will be ow, ow, right? How? Like how. How is the example of ow sound. Cow, loud, how. Now this one is oil. OA sound, as in boy, boil, oil, soil. OA sound when the tongue position is changing and uh, the position of your lips are changing. OA, O, it's rounded. A, it's spread, right? So OA, OA. So this sound will be OA sound, as in boy, boil, oil, and many others are there. Now, this is its phonetic transcription, which you have to learn. You have to learn all the symbols and then how the words are transcribed into the uh, symbols. By reading the symbol, if you, even if you don't know that how it will be pronounced, if you know the sounds of these symbols, definitely you're going to pronounce. Now if you talk about phonetic transcription, ma'am, you have written b, this b as same as here. Then, my dear students, we are going to cover consonants also in next video. There you will get to know that there are certain consonant sounds which are whose symbol is same as the letter. Like B. B symbol is same as its letter. This is a symbol, this is not the letter. So this is pronounced as B. This is pronounced as L, right? So oil, oil. So here you will understand that by this uh, symbol, the sound comes this way. So that is why when you combine these sounds, you will pronounce it correctly, right? Next one is this one is A, as in say, brain, game, pain, rain. Now this one is air. Air sound is in bear, bear, share. This is not beer. This is bear, bear. It's pronounced bear. When you will say beer, B double E R, then this sound will not be used, right? Er, when you are whenever you are going to use er, this sound will not be used. The other sound will be used, and other symbols will be used. The first one which I discussed, er sound, where I and Schwa was there. This one, this one, ear. This sound here you will use when you are going to pronounce ear, ear, like deer. We don't say deer, right? We don't say dare, deer, gear, here, right? So this is how it is pronounced. Now this is ua, pure, purify, you are. So ua sound has this symbol. And the last one is O, O, as in toast, coke, glow, home. So all these have this symbol. So these 8 are discussed, and I hope they are clear how the tongue movement changes, how the lips changes, how's the mouth movement in pronouncing these gliders, because you glide from one vowel sound to another. So now I have given you an exercise which is of monophthongs. I'll do one for you. You have to practice on your own. So if I select the first one, you say C, C, S sound S, and E, the longer one is coming. So we are going to write S and E, C, C. Now you're going to do all these as practice. Happy, cat, to, boy, say, cup. So these, the phonetic transcription I have done, because you do not know about the consonant sounds till now, because we have not discussed it. That is why I have written all the consonant sounds, right? You only have to write the vowel sounds. So that was all about vowels. I hope it is clear to you, and is you have learned a new thing which is, I think, will be very beneficial for you. because pronunciation errors is a common mistake. You will be able to get the exact pronunciation of words. Thank you so much, students. See you in next video. Thank you so much.